Kingston brought up the camaraderie aspect of it, beyond just the Fort Jackson trip. But what else were some of the things that y'all did, maybe player-led, player initiatives to come together as a team and build that camaraderie?
Yeah, and sometimes I think it's things you necessarily don't really want to do besides the Fort Jackson. All fall we had 6 a.m.s, and as much as those weren't, I guess, fun, we look back on them and it was an hour and a half of sweating, yelling. So I think that brought all of us together really well. And I was telling them earlier, just from day one, there's kind of been a bond in that locker room, maybe that we didn't have last year, and obviously it reflects it on the field. But everyone's molded really well. All the guys in the locker room we get together often. We hang out a lot. So it's a tight-knit group, and it's going to be a fun group. So,
any individual goals for this season?
Obviously individuals. I don't think it really matters at this point. We all know we got to win, man. That's what we're focused on. Obviously, the expectation here is, postseason, and that's what we're focused on. And however we're going to get there, we're going to get there.
Any superstitions?
No, it's been a while since I've pitched, so maybe I'll jump into something. Maybe I'll find something again, but I'm just itching to get out there, man. So,
what's your walkout song? What's your warm-up song?
I haven't decided yet, but
okay.
there's a couple in my head, and I guess you guys will see it whenever I get out there. So, yeah.
What did you guys do at Fort Jackson?
Oh, man. So we had the first day we went, it was like a 1.5 mile obstacle course. And, we were all laughing because, like, the first time was just a walkthrough. They explained it to us. And, we didn't realize it, but we still ran 1.5 miles. And then they were like, all right, now you're doing it for time. And so we're like, okay, now we're going to do it twice. And so it was this huge obstacle course. And then the second time we rappelled this huge wall. And it was really funny seeing a lot of these tough guys in the locker room who can move a squat bar like nobody's business, kind of get over a wall and look down at heights and see them not really want to go down that thing. So that was really funny, but that kind of brought us together again. And then the last one was we did kind of like these team-building mental challenges where, they were simulating that we were at war and you had to get across this huge ravine over a huge rope. You had to crawl across it. It was a lot of stuff, but it was a really cool experience, and I'm glad we did it.
Scared or excited for you to go over the wall?
I was excited, and then I looked down, and it turned to scared pretty quick, but I did it, and there were a lot of guys going twice rappelling down that wall, and I'll be honest, I went down once, and I kissed the ground when I got down to it, and I'm happy I was down there. So.
Yeah, the whole equestrian team did it last week, so
I'm sure they didn't have problems.
So. What do you remember about when you first learned that you'd have to undergo surgery and all that? What was going through your head?
Man, as much as I kind of try and put that behind me, it still pops up in my head. Just kind of every day, like I'm throwing that I'm healthy. I'm extremely grateful that I'm in this position right now. Just because I remember the news, man, it kind of felt like the biggest gut punch ever. Just because the trajectory of our season and personally the trajectory of my season, I'd kind of come a long way as a young freshman and. That news obviously was a huge blow to me, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. And God puts us in weird positions sometimes. You just got to roll with it. So, it's almost 2 years later, and now I'm back out here. So I'm, just really blessed to be here.
Have you ever thought about what your first start or appearance will be like during the season?
Every day, yeah. Can't lie to you. That's all I think about. And now that we're inching closer, it's funny. I've been thinking about, opening day or, whenever I'm out there for close to 2 years now. So. The day I finally get to run out there, from whatever day it is, I'm for sure gonna take a moment to look around and soak it in because it's all I've been thinking about for a while now. Yeah. So, yeah.
How do you think the mindset has changed headed into this season compared to last?
Yeah, I think last year we knew going into the season we were gonna have so many injuries to deal with, and maybe some of the key guys that we wanted to have out on the field with us just weren't going to be out there. And obviously we rolled with it, and last year was a tough year, but we put it behind us. And obviously there were a lot of guys in that locker room who had to go through last year, whether it was injury or being out there in kind of the heat of the battle with everyone. So just knowing this year we've got the pieces, we've got the arms, and we're working our butts off every day to win as many baseball games as we can for this school, and I think we're in a really good spot to do that. So.
What does it mean? You had some guys that were drafted, they could have left, they decided to come back and help you guys through another battle.
Yeah, that's huge. Guys like Wimmer and James and Noah obviously had the year he did last year, and obviously James, I know, was a big part for him that he came to this school to win, and he came to this school to pitch in front of some of the best fans in the country. And so I think obviously it was a tough decision for him, but I know he's really glad that he came back. And just this is such a tight-knit group that I don't think anyone really wanted to leave it quite yet, just because we knew the names that we had coming in, whether it was the portal or some younger guys too. We knew it was hopefully going to be a special group to be a part of, and it's shaping up to be a good one. So I'm sure they're all glad they stayed, and I know our teammates were very happy they stayed. So.
Are you back to where you were before the injury, and do you feel like any of your pitches have improved?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think every pitch in my repertoire has improved. I think the surgery helped me. I kind of got to focus on things that I never really, got to focus on before the surgery. All my pitches have more life to them now, and I think they play a lot better. So.
Where's your fastball going?
It's good. It's been up in the mid-90s. Back up there again, and has my good movement again. So everything's looking good.
Jack, you even worry about a spot right now saying I want to be one of the top 3 guys, I want to be the midweek guy, or just go out there and pitch these next 3 weeks?
Just go out there and pitch. Obviously, we've had conversations about roles and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, whatever they need me to do, I'm going to do. And like you guys said, it's been a really long time since I've been out there, so any way I can get out on that mound and toe that rubber at Founders in front of the best fans in the country, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I know you guys always feel pressure playing at this program, but after not making the postseason last year, not making it a couple years before that with COVID, how much of a burden or pressure is it you got to get back this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's always in the back of your head, and especially a year like last year is so, I guess, foreign to this program, right? That doesn't happen. It's not acceptable here, and so, and we know that, the coaches know that. So that this fall has been kind of about getting back to who we are and playing Gamecock baseball the right way. And so as long as I think we do that, we've got the pieces and we've got the arms. So.